she wasn't. He had to pretend she was. And now for a special award for all his many valuable contributions to this industry. For a man whose list of accomplishments is so long and prestigious, he made me promise not to bore you by listing them. Suffice it to say, we all know what this man has done for all of us in movie land. Here then to accept the honorary Oscar for special contributions to the industry, Reuben Tars, president of Fairmont Studios. Alice Simpson, resplendent in a swirling silver dress, floated over to him, statue in hand. She kissed him lightly on both cheeks, then handed him the gold statue. Reuben watched as she undulated off stage in a cloud of winking silver. Aware then that he was the sole focus of countless pairs of eyes, he cleared his throat and stared out into the audience he couldn't see. The deep huskiness of his voice surprised him, and he had to clear his throat a second time. 90 seconds. He began with a wry, "This is quite an honor for a guy from Brooklyn." The audience roared and cheered. When they settled down, he continued, "I want to thank the members of the Motion Picture Academy for honoring me this evening. So many people, one in particular, gave me my—" Max was sitting next to Daniel and Rajin. At least, that's what Daniel had told him earlier backstage. Jane was there, with one of her gentleman friends, and then Bibi, Simon, and Dylan. "Gave me the encouragement I needed to barge into this business and make it a better place for all of us. If I've succeeded," he held the statue aloft, "and I think someone's trying to tell me I may have in some way, I want to thank those dearest to my heart, for without them, I might be a panhandler in Brooklyn instead of standing here tonight." Obviously, he couldn't mention Max by name because of his underworld connections, but he had to thank him somehow. Arthur, that was Max's middle name, thank God he'd remembered it. "My friend Arthur and his support gave me the confidence to leap ahead while he watched the road behind me. Daniel Bishop, my lifelong friend, who's more brother than friend, deserves more than just thanks. Jane Perkins for being there when I needed a friend. And, of course, thanks to my wife, Bibi, for her support. Saul Rosen also deserves my thanks for giving me a chance to prove myself." Say it now, Reuben. Acknowledge Mickey and what she's done for you. Say the words out loud for the world to hear. Your speech will be printed in all the morning papers. Mickey will see it sooner or later. Say the words. He placed the statue down on the podium but held it tightly before he went on. "There is one other person I have to thank. Without her help, her encouragement, and her love, I don't know where I would be. She isn't here tonight. In fact, she's half a world away." He raised the golden statue again this time, high and proud. His eyes burned brightly with unshed tears. "This sign of my achievement should bear the engraved name of—" Part 1. Chapter 1. Soissons, France. October 1918. Sleet pelted the tall windows of the hospital at Soissons, which sat upon a gentle rise of countryside about 50 kilometers from Paris. Reuben Tars attempted to disguise his limp as he passed between the neat rows of cots, his watery gaze searching out number 27, his friend Daniel. Reuben's heart gave a sickening lurch when he saw a strange man in Daniel's assigned bunk. Disoriented and fearful, he spun around, hardly recognizing the savagery of the sound that erupted from his throat. "Daniel!" "Can't get enough of this place, eh?" Daniel's even, steady voice came from somewhere behind him. Reuben whirled at the familiar sound, forcing his eyes to focus on the row of hospital beds beneath the gallery windows. "How'd you know it was me?" he asked curiously. "Why did they move you over here?" He tried to keep the anxiousness out of his voice. Daniel made a sound deep in his throat, almost as though he were laughing. "Because they're supposed to take the bandages off my eyes tomorrow. The cast comes off my shoulder, too. I knew it was you because I heard you make the same sound when we were gassed. What are you doing here, Reuben?"
to keep listening to this audiobook. I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.